Okay, y'all, let's tap in. Catch a vibe, be a vibe, rebuke a vibe. Okay, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Okay, yes, it's all love. But let's go ahead and tap in because I was getting a lot of downloads. Okay, I am picking up the energy of somebody. Somebody could be needing to gain some type of understanding. Okay, what I need from you is understanding. But I feel like this is not a person that's saying this to you. This is the divine. This is the universe. This is God telling you, like, look, I need you to understand this, and I need you to just get it through your head. Okay. Like on some real shit though. Like I'm getting the energy, and I am getting the energy of somebody putting their hands. Like I don't know if somebody like sit like this. So I don't know. It's giving Kevin Gates. Fuck a meeting. We about to have a sit down. Like there's some type of sit down that's finna take place. Okay. Somebody could also have an important meeting. Somebody could be having an interview coming up. Good luck. You got this, poo poo. Okay. But I'm more so getting, okay, besides that, y'all, I am picking up on that too with the unexpected income. You're gonna get it. Okay, somebody could definitely have an interview coming up, or you could be being sent to the next phase. I don't know if it's a 2-step process. I feel like you're gonna get it, okay? So congratulations. Okay. But beyond that, I feel like this is more of a seating in a sit down with the divine, okay? And I feel like I'm getting energy of somebody crossing their hands and like, look, I'm just finna tell you what it is. I'm finna tell you, and you need to accept what it is. I'm finna tell you what it is, and you need to accept what it is. We need some, there's gonna be some understanding around this bitch, okay? And I don't know, for some of y'all, this could be y'all with y'all kids or with the roommate, but like I said, for the most part, this energy, I feel like this is a direct message from source. And how you will know if this message resonates for you, first of all, you already feel like you have got a tad bit of clarity on why something is happening. Okay, you already have like an intuitive nudge on why something took place, why something has happened. And for some of y'all, this something that has happened has been like okay, so listen, I'm trying to articulate this in the right way. The main thing that I'm getting for a lot of you all, I feel like at this time, Spirit wants you to understand that your soul purpose is so great, and also for some of y'all so huge and so complex. I'm getting with the Rubik's cube here. This talks about understanding, right? This talks about having a certain perspective. I feel like the divine wants you to know that your soul purpose is, they want you to understand your soul purpose, and they want you to know that your soul purpose is so great and also a bit complex, to the point where it's like not, this is not a requirement, this is mandatory. Like you're gonna have to stay grounded. You're gonna have to stay balanced. Like you have to. You have to. For some of y'all, part of y'all soul purpose is to learn how to be balanced. Okay? For some, that's part of it too. That's probably why if you can resonate with this, you will notice that a lot of situations lately will try to like have you off your rocker, or not even try. For some of y'all, this shit is winning. This shit is winning. And I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm just laughing, you know what I'm saying, in general of the energy, okay? And y'all know I'm a little goofy, okay? A little goofball. Cause even with me, you know what I'm saying? And I think of the times when shit, yeah, bitch, you got the upper hand. You won this battle. You got me. You got me. Yeah, I sure didn't crash out on your ass. You got me. I didn't handle that how I should have handled it, bitch. But you know you ain't finna do that again. So it's kind of like the energy of some of y'all. You could be definitely dealing with situations where other people are like you're winning the battles. You're winning these small little battles because you definitely crashing out. You definitely checking motherfuckers. You definitely stepping out of character. You know what I'm saying? you definitely, you know what I'm saying? And even if it's this, you not doing it in like a real explosive way. For some of y'all, you responded to certain shit that you shouldn't even be responding to. Okay? You gave certain things energy that you shouldn't even gave no energy to at all. You shouldn't even check this bitch. Even if it was you checking them on some nicely, trying to be nice, you shouldn't even say nothing. Okay? Like, and look, we all had them moments, but I am getting energy of you possibly winning the battles, but you're not thinking about the war. You're not thinking about the bigger picture of this shit. Okay, so yeah, you won that little battle, but bitch, this is a whole war going on. Okay, and now you fucking up the strategicness behind the moves that we trying to get you to make. Now they know how you feel. Now they know how you coming. Now they know what you capable of. You know what I'm saying? All because you didn't check this bitch, or all because you didn't knock the bitch out. So they know you got the hands. They know your hands weapons. You know what I'm saying? You done called up such and such when that's supposed to be the last resort. So now they know you got gangsters behind you. You know what I'm saying? But we was telling you to hold off on that because that really wasn't necessary. But you was so in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't grounded. You wasn't looking at the bigger picture. You just caught the goons. You know, and you already know the goons gonna come. Okay, but now that's you just exposed one of your resources. Now they know you got gangsters behind you, so now they finna go recruit some gangsters themselves, even if they gotta pay these niggas. Okay, yours they're off the strength of love and loyalty. Okay, but you got somebody else that's finna go out and they finna try to build them an army of gangsters that they gonna have to pay. Okay, and they paying a hefty fee for. Okay, so whoever this is, whatever this situation is, somebody, they got some money, but they ain't got no resources. They probably ain't really got no street, no real, like, not to say that this is significant either, but they probably ain't really been through no shit in the streets. Like, somebody ain't got like no what they call it, street smarts. You know what I'm saying? This possibly could be somebody who, if they do got street smarts, it's like the energy of somebody who wanted to be in the streets. They didn't have to. They just want to fit in. You know what I'm saying? We're on the other end of the spectrum, you was born and raised in this shit, around this shit. This shit was passed down to you. You know what I'm saying? To some extent. Okay? But the whole point of the matter is, look at my hands, y'all. The whole point of the matter is that your soul's purpose, Spirit wants you to understand, the divine wants you to understand that your soul's purpose is so much bigger than the little shit that you taking time out of your day and taking time out of your calendar to address. Some of this shit shouldn't even be addressed by you. Some of this shit you shouldn't even be responding to. You shouldn't have responded to that email. Cause that bitch she already know the policy. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you did have to respond, it should have just been you copy and pasting the fucking policy to remind the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You already said what you said. It shouldn't be no back and forth, no responding, no giving your energy to certain shit. Y'all, for somebody, if you resonating with this and y'all know, look, I love y'all, but we gonna call it what it is. Okay? And I'm getting this is somebody, one of my people energy. And you know, we all had those moments. You know what I'm saying? Even me, myself. But I feel like you're gonna come to some type of understanding that you need to stay balanced and you need to stay grounded, okay? Because your purpose is bigger than this little shit that's happening. You giving energy to this little shit is depleting the energy that you have to give to the shit that matters. It's depleting the energy that you have to give to your soul's purpose. What you should be on this earth doing. The things that you should be doing that's fulfilling to you. So like I said, you may have won the battle, but bitch, we got a whole war going on. And you using up all your motherfucking resources. When really you supposed to be kind of like chilling. Like let them throw their grenades. Let them put their best man in the front. You have no real reason to do that right now. Whoever I'm speaking to. You have no real reason to call your hitters. Because first of all, you already got hitters. You already got hitters that's basically handling everything, especially on the spiritual aspect. So a lot of this shit that's going on, it may get you in your feelings, okay? And that's the thing about it. Like somebody is moving too much out of emotion versus being logical and being rational. So yeah, somebody may say some shit or do some shit to hurt your feelings or to make you mad or make you feel some type of way, make you feel disrespected, but at the end of the day, you got to think of it like this. Did that stop the check? Did that affect your children in any type of way? Are they still healthy, happy, safe, secure? Did it affect you and your property any type of way? Did somebody run their car into your shit? And now you riding around with a dent or something, you know what I'm saying? Did somebody run their shit into your house? Did somebody bust a window? Like it got it, like, you know, like it's big shit like that That's when you're granted a reaction. But as far as somebody cutting you off, as far as somebody ignoring you, bitch, ignore their ass back. Okay, and then if you real petty, cut their ass off back. But then shit, me, I like to go low. So bitch, we taking the low rolls anyway, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then if you dealing with traffic and shit like that, that's another sign that your vibration is low. Okay, so now it's time for accountability. Cause usually if you're on a high vibration, if your energy is where it's supposed to be, baby, ain't nothing but green lights. Ain't nothing but green lights. So make sure that you got your mind and your energy right. So then you won't be experiencing all these little hassles and all these little setbacks that cause you to crash out. But they really shouldn't cause you to crash out because, again, keyword, little. Little. Okay? Little shit to a giant. You pulling out your big boys for little shit. And that's not the plan. That's not the part of the plan. Okay? So whoever you are, and I say this with love, okay, to my G's, my real G's, my gangsters, and my goddesses, and my gods, okay? Y'all know I'ma love y'all the hardest. You hear me? I got favoritism when it comes to that. With the kids, I ain't got, but when it comes, y'all the ones. We locked in, okay? But I'ma tell you, you need to stay balanced at this time, okay? You need to stay grounded. Everything does not deserve a reaction, especially a reaction for you. For some of y'all, you responded to shit where somebody else was going to come behind you and complain or respond about the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's some shit that you should have let go, because I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but y'all got to stay grounded. Y'all got to stop stepping out of character and letting every little single thing take you there. And that's not to say to dismiss how you feel. That's not to say that. That's not to say that. Because, bitch, you can go in the car and scream. You can go, okay? Make sure you go into those appointments if you have a counseling or therapy, or if you got a bestie and y'all okay with, trauma dumping on each other every now and then, or you talk to your lover. I'm not saying hold that shit back, how you feel back and hold, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying at that time when those things are happening, be mindful of how you react. Be mindful of the amount of energy and the type of energy that you're giving situations that low key is going to be already handled for you. Okay? It's going to be already handled for you. That bitch that cut you off, she finna get stopped at the red light anyway. And then the crazy thing is, after the red light, she still won't be able to move because now a train finna come and the little bars finna come down. Like, all my life, I'm laughing, but it's shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you did all that and you still finna be late. You still not finna go nowhere after you cut me off and flick me the finger. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta let nature and let God handle people accordingly. So that way your energy is not lowered and your energy is not focused on getting back, or focused on proving a point, or focused on speaking your piece. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because best believe motherfuckers be knowing what they doing. Motherfuckers know what they doing. And God sees everything. The universe sees everything. And unfortunately, the crazy thing about it, when we talking on some universal shit, okay, the universe don't respond to right and wrong and emotions and shit like that. The universe unfortunately, it responds to energy. It responds to your energetic field. You're made up of atoms and energy. Okay, that's what the fuck the universe responds to. Like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing about it that y'all have to take into consideration, what we may look at the bigger picture of this shit. What we may consider wrong, okay? What we may consider wrong, if it was so wrong, why did God allow it to happen? God allowed it to happen because at that time, whoever that person is, they needed that lesson. They needed that experience. So now it's up to you to focus on your reality and your world, and you stay grounded. Okay? Somebody like that's going to be a big thing. That's how you're going to secure That's how you're going to secure this bag or continue to secure the bag. That's how you're going to be able to keep your security. That's how you're going to be able to keep some type of abundance or obtain some type of abundance. Okay, that's how you're going to get this unexpected blessing, or that's how you're going to be able to maintain some type of unexpected blessing. Okay, the number 27 could be significant. The number 9 could be significant as well. February, July, September could be significant. But you are definitely being called at this time to stay balanced. Stay grounded, okay? I just want to read this. It says, you are reminded of the importance of staying grounded and centered amidst life's ups and downs. Stop letting everybody, that's giving your power away. Stop letting everybody get you out of character. Stop letting everybody ruin your motherfucking day and your motherfucking moment. Stop letting everybody take you from up here to down here over mishaps, over shit that's really mundane. You won't even think about this shit the next day or next month. So Spirit wants you to stay grounded and stay centered when it's good and when it's bad. Because when it's all good, when it's all bad, it ain't going to stay all bad forever. And unfortunately, the crazy thing is when it's good, it's probably not going to be all good forever. That don't mean it's just going to be horrible and fucked up and no. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it gets to that point. But then if you're staying balanced, it don't get to that low. Like we're not going to hell. We're not going to hell with it. Okay. But it says, connect with your inner strength and stability, finding peace and balance within yourself. So no matter what's going on around you, Spirit wants you to stay grounded, stay balanced, and stay centered within yourself. Okay? And know that you are divinely protected. Know that your purpose is bigger than this small little mundane 3D shit that try to distract you. Because that's what these basically are. These are distractions. These are people and vessels that's used to distract you from your soul's purpose. For some of y'all, you have, and this might go over some of y'all head, you know what I'm saying? But for some of y'all, you have entities that has followed you through lifetimes, all to stop this purpose, all to stop you from gaining some type of like spiritual abundance or gaining some type of awareness or knowledge of self. Because basically I feel, and we can talk about it, let me know in the comment section. I feel like no matter who you are, we all have different purposes, right? And we all have different paths and different journeys. But I feel like for the most part, most of our purpose, it ties to mastering ourselves. Okay? It comes, that's part of most of our purposes as well as spiritual beings having a physical experience. There's other things that you're supposed to do too. But usually in order to accomplish those things, there has to be some type of mastery, right? There has to be some type of accountability. Usually if somebody is good at something and they found their purpose, like let's say hair, right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody cold at braiding, cold at doing hair, natural hair, dyeing hair, all type of hair, motherfucker just cold. That's something that somebody had to possibly learn, right? You learned that over time. You had to master that skill. And in order to master that skill, you ultimately had to probably start by mastering yourself, mastering your routine, getting up at a certain time, going to classes, studying, okay? That's part of you mastering yourself. That's part of you mastering your time management, part of you mastering your attention span, part of you mastering your schedule, part of you mastering your diet, because you know you want to eat healthy, eat breakfast so that way you can focus, you have the energy to take on the day, go to these classes. So self-mastery, I feel like that is the purpose that we all have in addition to our own individual purposes, right? Self-mastery. And in order for you to master yourself, and in order for you to, like I said, to continue with this security and to continue walking in your purpose or aligning with your purpose or even finding your purpose, there's going to be a lot of grounding that's needed. Okay, there's going to be some type of balance that is required at this point. Okay, and then look, we have 777 here. Spiritual awakening. It says you are on the right path. You are spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. So for whoever you are, confirmation, you are on the right path. You are evolving. But you got to be mindful not to let the little mundane shit throw you off. Okay, because when you let that shit throw you off, that affects your frequency. It affects your energy, your emotions. And we all know, the real ones know, you know what I'm saying? Your energy, your emotions, that dictates your part of your reality. Damn near 70-80%. You know what I'm saying? For the ones who get it, you get it. And we not, you know what I'm saying? We accountable. We not blaming everything on God and the devil. Okay, you get it, you get it. Okay, but let's go ahead and tap in. Okay, let's catch a vibe, be a vibe, rebuke a vibe. Okay, we just gonna pull a few. And then look, higher ground, grounded, abundant. Look, that's crazy. Like it's very vital for somebody to stay grounded at this time. Okay, it's very advised for whenever you can, whenever you're able to take the higher ground. Okay, because you got shit to lose. Whoever I'm talking to, you got shit to lose. You got a purpose, and for some of y'all, you got a plan. You got a plan that you have already got together in order for you to achieve some type of goal. And for some of y'all, this is your purpose. For some of y'all, this is going to lead you to your purpose. But there's something that you got going on where you have shit to lose. And you can't be letting this little peon shit fuck with your mood and get you off. And like I said, and that's not to say to suppress your feelings, suppress how you feel. You can express your emotions and express that you're upset, that you're angry, that you're disappointed. You can express that shit in many different ways. In many different ways also that don't make you go back a step when you already up 10. Many different ways. For example, like I said, counseling, therapy. If you got that one good homeboy or homegirl that you're able to text up or call up and kind of vent to, okay? Trauma dump. It is trauma dump. We're going to call it what it is. So make sure you ask people, hey, do you have enough energy and enough emotion? Do you have the emotional capacity to hear about some shit that happened to me today, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Ask that. Be considerate. But then if you go to therapy or counseling, shit, you don't got to ask because that's what the fuck they get paid for. You hear me? That's one thing I love about that. Even though, you know, they are human as well, but they went to school. I'm sure they have techniques where they can brush our shit off and go about their lives and still, you know, but that's the difference. What else? We got this one thing in here, and I'm sure I think they got probably something like this in every state. The Smash Room. And I love the Smash Room. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's a place where you can go and you smash shit. You put on some goggles. They give you a bat. They give you a hammer and you just go and destroy and smash it. I only did it once and I can't wait to do it again. Okay, I'm going to try to find the exact place. And I'm going to see if I got pictures in my old phone, I think. But I went there once and it was so exhilarating. Okay, and that costs. Okay, so for free, let's see what we got for free to stay grounded. You better go stand your ass in the grass. Get in tune with nature. Go hug a tree. Okay, go outside in nature and go sit. Go bird watch with your shoes off, with your feet in the grass, and realize how fragile and how precious this shit is. And also how blessed you are. Yeah, with the abundance here, yeah, that's coming through. Whoever you is coming through. You blessed. Too blessed to be stressed and too blessed to be so easily manipulated to be mad. Okay, yeah, I see it. I feel it. What else free? Going to the lake. Go to the lake and scream. I'm sure people might look at you a little crazy, but at this big ass age, we shouldn't give a fuck what other people think. You know what I'm saying? And if you do care about what other people think, go at nighttime then. When ain't nobody there, can't nobody really see you. That always helps too. Letting out one of them, just letting it all out, just screaming. Ah. I remember I had a homegirl we used to call up and have little scream sessions damn near once a month. I think twice a month. Twice a month, fucking. Twice a month, damn near. Shit, when I was younger, we did that shit every weekend. Scream session. Go somewhere. Go in the park. Go in the wood. Go on the trail. Go on the trail where can't nobody really see you. But don't be surprised if everybody start looking around calling 911. So make sure you go and tell them, no, it's okay. Just make sure you smile when you get done. Let everybody know that it's okay. Okay. Because I'm sure you're going to have somebody that's going to be like, 911, somebody is... Which that's what's up. That's good. That means that people are aware of their surroundings and people going to get some help involved in some shit. Okay? So that's a blessing as well. Because most of the time, motherfuckers pull out their phone and start recording before they start calling for help or trying to provide some type of help. Okay? And let me know in the comment section. Like I said in the last video, each one teach one. What are your techniques on how you can express yourself in a healthy, productive way without setting yourself back? Okay? But I feel like somebody's definitely being called to stay grounded. Stay grounded at this time. Stay grounded and understand. Understand your purpose. Understand the role that you play. And understand that the role that the divine and God play in your life. I don't know if somebody like be falling in and out of their faith. Okay? But no, you got to stand firm in that shit and understand that, like I said, some of this shit that you go up against, like I just see the white butterfly. Some of this shit that you up against is like a lot of it has already been handled for you or it's going to get handled. Motherfucker, 24, 48 hours. 7 to 10 business days. But you know what I'm saying? Depending on the situation. I don't know, y'all. Let's see. Let's grab one of these. This is going to be short. I got some shit to do. Y'all know it's Virg season, so this busybody here. My bad. My bad. Brunch gonna end up turning into dinner, fucking around with me. Okay. But it says you are profoundly clairvoyant. Okay, so whoever you are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust that what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. I feel like for a lot of y'all, you are very spiritual, very aware, and I feel like you need to start using your gifts to help yourself. That's what this is giving. Just like how you are a light, a guidance to other people. Start using all that wisdom to start taking your own advice. Start using all that shit to help yourself, okay? Because just like it worked for other people, I'm sure that shit'll work for you if you put it to work, put it to use. Okay, I'm getting that type of energy with that card. Let's get one more of these. Oh, okay, well never mind. Let's get two more. The spirit said no. Let's get two more. Okay. So we have ear chakras. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are the real answers to your prayers. Listen to yourself. Listen. Listen to yourself. You be on point. You be on point with your intuition, with the steps that you should take in regards to how you should handle things and how you should move forward. Listen to yourself. And also listen to yourself, and for the main part, from my experience, when it's intuitive and it's from the divine, it's always going to be for your highest good. It's always going to be for your highest good. Listen, look, and then look, I didn't even read this part, but look, it says, listen to your intuitive feelings. That's exactly what I said. I didn't even read the card. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. The insight, the downloads that you're receiving from even this video, from yourself, I'm getting for a lot of y'all, even from yourself. You're being shown this in different ways. You're being shown that you need to stay balanced. You don't even know this. You know that you need to stay balanced. You know that you need to stay grounded. You know that there are certain things that you shouldn't even be giving your energy to. There are certain things that you shouldn't be reacting to. There are certain people and things that you shouldn't even be letting get in your character, get out of your character. There are certain things and situations that shouldn't even be in your motherfucking reality or be in your world for you to even be triggered to get out your character. Listen to that shit. Harmony. Somebody's name could be Harmony. Somebody's name could start with the H, with the letter G, the letter L, the letter E, the letter Y. It says, embrace harmony in your life. Seek look, and look, here we go, another card to talk about seeking balance. Seek balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual, let me move my, spiritual well-being. Okay, yep, you're being called to stay balanced. Have a healthy work-life balance. Have a healthy balance between your spiritual life, and your emotional life. Okay, don't let your emotions overrun your intuition. And also don't be too logical to the point where you're not acknowledging your emotions. Like I said, there's healthy ways to acknowledge and express your frustrations, your emotions, even your happiness. You don't always have to celebrate something by going out and getting drunk or buying a bottle when you know deep down inside you're being guided to not drink as much. There's other ways to celebrate. You don't have to crash out and cuss somebody out when you know deep down inside you're being guided to work on your anger. Or work on your people skills or communicate. Like, it's something that you know that you should be working on and you should be handling better, that somebody could be struggling with. And we all struggle. It's okay. But one way how you're going to help yourself master this, or at least improve this, is to stay grounded, stay balanced. And when you're grounded, when you're balanced, you're present. You're present. And when you're present, you're able to think clearly on what's going on in front of you. You're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about what's going on in front of you at that time. And then also, for some of y'all, it's okay to sprinkle a little future in there. Because some of y'all, you got, like I said, we got shit to lose. We got shit that we working on, shit that we building. And you don't want to be pushed 10 steps back all because you made one fucking poor decision. But for a lot, we definitely ain't dealing with the past. Unless you're learning from it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're using it as a stepping stool. Okay? So this message is for those people who know that they are called for greater and better things. They know that they have a very powerful purpose. And even if you don't know, if you were drawn to this video, okay, and any of it resonated, you do have a very powerful purpose. You're here for something very, very significant. And it can feel a little confusing. It can seem a little complex. Okay. But I feel like all will be made clear to you as long as you stay grounded and balanced. And I feel like for some of y'all, even if you don't stay grounded and balanced, I feel like with this type of energy, oh, come on, we finna have a sit down. We need to understand it. I feel like it's going to be revealed to you either way. Okay. It's going to be revealed to you either way. And then it's going to be like, okay, so now I didn't give you this information. So are you going to move accordingly? What you finna do with it? We finna keep doing the same shit? Or is we finna boss up? Is we finna get our mind right? You know what I'm saying? Is we finna get aligned? It's like that type of energy. Okay? So y'all, I hope the messages were useful. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comment section. Okay? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.